we look at the word purpose, and people think that that's kind of a secondary human need to have a purpose. But I can tell you that having a purpose is a primary human need. It's part of who we are. So if you go out, the next time you go out into nature, go out into the forest or the woods and look around, all of the life forms out there all have a purpose. They're all, this tree is doing this bug protects that, this thing eats that. It's the whole, that's nature, that's the ecosystem. There's no waste there. Everything in our body has a purpose. So appendix and gallbladder, these are not spare parts. And you're not a spare part. So what's interesting is that this is where traditional recovery leaves off, and this is what our in a lot of ways our culture has, where people are not inspired. Healing a problem is the beginning. Then I have to step into, well, now what am I going to do with myself? And having a purpose, or said another way, having something that we've assigned a really deep meaning to. So it's an activity that I deem to be very important. And when I then go and engage in that, it makes me feel productive. It makes me feel a part of. It makes me feel alive. It makes me feel like I belong. And those are key components to human nature. That's how we are wired. And purpose is part of that. So if we look at some of the millennials that are out there, we hear the millennials that are struggling right now and not motivated, and sometimes people call them failure to launch because they never kind of leave the launching pad, which means they sit there and play Xbox all day. And no wonder why if I don't have a purpose, if I don't have a reason to get up, then I divert back to a more mechanical lifestyle. So if I'm just getting up to kind of get through the day, well, God, who wants to do that? That's robotic. If I get up and I am impassioned, I have a reason to get out of bed and get through my day. All of a sudden, I'm going to my day with curiosity and excitement rather than worry and anxiety. And all because of connecting to a purpose. And the interesting thing about it is we've been taught, or I was taught in school, we have to be the president of. We have to have an achievement in order to validate our purpose. And I can tell you that those two things are not necessarily connected. As a matter of fact, they're often not connected. So if we think about people that are very connected to volunteer work where they get no compensation, it gives them some kind of juice. And that's why they do it. So purpose is paramount, not only to recovery, not only to health, but to actually the condition of this planet right now. And we have to connect people to deeply what is in passion and what they're good at. So they'll go out and do that and improve the planet and help others to connect to their purpose as well.